So hands down, Speak Now is one of my favorite Taylor Swift albums. Like I, crazily enough, like back when I was in high school, like this album was very popular, and like I remember being on like the train because like we did sometimes like take the train to the city, like as a high schooler. Part of our classes, I took a class about New York City, so you went to New York City. Completely unrelated to the point. I have a distinct memory of being on the train, the Long Island Railroad, driving on the train. I wasn't driving, but I was on the train listening to this album because the songwriting, as a songwriter and a musician myself, the songwriting is absurdly good. So I'm looking forward to hearing some of these vault songs. So these songs that obviously she wrote for this time period, and in this time, and in this kind of state of mind, just age, I guess you could say. And now we're just hearing them now. So I'm really like, it's bringing me back to high school, which I'm really looking forward to. If you're new here, my name is Jacob Restituto, and I'm a musician from Northport, New York. And if you have any requests or anything like that, you can send me a text, and I'll try to check them out. But today we got Taylor Swift, I Can See You live, or not live, but from the vault, Taylor's version. Let's see what we got.
Brush past me in the hallway, and you don't think I can see it through you. I've been watching you for ages, and I spend my time trying not to feel it.
So let me ask you a question. Like for those that are a bit more familiar with Taylor's vault music and stuff than I am, the vault sessions, obviously all these, in order for her to be able to like redo, like essentially redo, like the reason she's redoing this album is so that they could be in like her name essentially, but like she has to re-record all the music and everything like that. So I know that the actual songs on the album, like Haunted, Last Kiss, Better Than Revenge, like all these songs, which is such great songs. Actually, what's funny? Mean was stuck in my head yesterday, completely unrelated to filming this. It was stuck in my head yesterday, but like, dude, I loved Sparks Fly and Back in December, like such great tracks. Now, obviously, she's trying to recreate those because so that they're like the similar versions of what we were also used to. But these vault versions, nobody's ever heard before. So I'm curious, does anybody know if she tried to stay true to the production of what they originally were like ideas of back then, or if they were just acoustically written songs and the production is all new, or if they were written differently and now the production is just all new? Like, what's the truth about these vault songs and like the production behind them?
And I spend my time trying not to.
I'm sorry. The only reason I say that though is just because it seems so different compared to like some of the other songs. Like it just feels different than like Mean or Back to December or Speak Now. Like it just feels different, production wise.
What would you do if I went to touch you now? What would you do if they never found us out? What would you do if we never made up?
To some degree, it actually kind of sounds like the era. This is cool, man. Like, I just love the production of this time period. Like the plucky guitars, the big acoustic guitars, the driving drums. And her she had a very, very distinct writing style of this time period, and it's as all artists shift and change and mature, or whatever you want to call it, adapt, morph, whatever. We all do as artists, and you can hear that she has in her music and her songwriting. But I loved this period, so it's kind of cool to go back into this period and hear it. It brings me. I should say it brings me back to December. No, it brings me back to this time period, man. Huge layers on the vocals, man. So like the only reason I'm sorry to pause it again. The only reason I asked about the production is because like some of this seems a little more modern than the original. What was that? Like would have been like probably 2010. This original out. When did the original Speak Now come out? Let's see. Speak Now came out in Speak Now album came out in 2010. Wow, I'm pretty good at this, man. Pretty good at this. 13 years. Like it just has a different vibe than obviously 2023 music. So I'm curious, like, but these layered vocals almost might remind me a little bit more of now than they do of 2010. So I just would love to know your perspective.
And we kept everything professional, but something's changed. It's something I like.
And the dirty vocals like that right there.
Eyes on us, so it's best that we move fast and keep quiet.
That's cool. Whisper.
I believe half the things I see inside my head. Wait till you see half the things that haven't happened yet.
Really interesting, like, placement of her voice in this song. It's almost like in this kind of talking, singing kind of aspect, where it's not like she's not belting it out. She's almost like storytelling, like kind of having a conversation with the person she's singing to. This section sounds so reminiscent of this time period.
They never found us out. What would you do if we never made up?
The driving kind of aspect of her lyrics. Dude, some of the guitars in here. Listen to that guitar right here with like that like huge spring reverb. Ready? Let's listen to the left here. Sick production, man. Huge reverb too. Cool halftime. Cool, like, phone effect in left here. So I could kind of see why they didn't put this on the album. Like, the concept of, like, it sounds similar to her other songs. It almost sounds like, I don't know, I can't put my face. It sounds like the melody sounds very similar. The songwriting sounds like, the format sounds similar. So I could see why they'd be like, oh, we already have a song that fills that void in this album or in the previous album, so we're not going to put it on. I don't know if I love that theory, because like I'm from the mentality of just releasing the music you write and let the audience decide if they like it or not. Why not? If you have 20 songs written for the album, just release all 20. I don't think it hurts. You know what I mean? I think it only helps, and I don't know. You know. Because you have more chances for people to like music. I don't know. What's your perspective as a music listener on that? I'd love to know. But I can see the theory of like, oh, this sounds like something. So what? Like, you're obviously like the same person wrote it. You know, I don't know. What's your perspective? But it's also very different at the same time. So many guitars. That was cool. That delay. Guitar matching vocals. I like this slide down. You like guitar matching vocals? Pretty cool, man. Strumming guitar. Not gonna lie, that was pretty sick, man. I dug this track, and it's a very cool track, like just all around. My dog wants to come say hello over here as I'm filming this video. Really cool track, like, you know, really different to some degree. I hear some similarities in the bridge, like, yeah, but like to some degree, it's an all around cool track. And I'd love to know your perspective. But like, should artists release all the songs they write, or should they hold some back? Let me know in the comments.